Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. Today Aquarius, you guys got koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Number 35, making an 8. I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like the things that have happened to you are not happening for you, they're like against you, right? You feel like whatever happens is kind of unfair, or you feel you don't understand that maybe things happen for a reason. That's what I'm getting. Like the person I'm speaking to, I think you've been through a lot, and I think that you've been like going through hard times, and I think that it doesn't help when, you're struggling. Like you don't see the beauty in the struggle. You don't see the beauty. I feel like they're painting paths for you in different directions, and you don't like that because you've like designated one way, but spirit has like other plans for you. So you're on this path that is not working out, and it doesn't matter how much you try, it doesn't work. And that's exactly what is gonna happen because it's not meant for you. So I feel a stubborn energy here where you want it to be your way, and it's not gonna be that way, to be honest. Like you can keep pushing through that path, but it's not supposed to work out. I'm gonna be really honest. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, and the reason it's not gonna work is because you're meant to be doing something different. And honestly, the paths that spirit has planned for you are better than the path you've planned for yourself. Unfortunately though, what happens is that you get comfortable to your own ideas, and you get comfortable with the fact that things are, you want it to go your way, which I understand 100%. Like you set a plan and you want to execute the plan, right? And I think spirit is like, no, you're not meant to go that way. So everything's just not going to work out in that way, or everything like bad shit's happening on that path. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're just like, why is this happening to me if I'm a good person, I didn't do anything wrong. And it's not that you did anything wrong, Aquarius. It's just that like that's not meant for you. You know what I mean? And I think that there's got to be this intuitive like knowledge that you have when you try something, and you try and you try and you try, and it doesn't seem to work out. There's a reason, right? There's a reason. And there's a difference between just giving up, or just just saying, I don't want to, like, again, there's a difference between just like not even trying versus trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and it not working out, right? So there's like, I feel like they wanted you to try once or twice so you could get a feeling on this path, and then they were going to tell you, that's not, you're going to get shown a sign that that's not the right path for you. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're like, well, why did I waste my time? You know what I mean? And I feel it's not about wasting time, it's about trusting spirit, right? It's about trusting what you can't see. It's about trusting where it is that you're going, and you don't know where you're going, but they do. And that's all about trust. So I feel like someone here is having a really hard time, and I would be too. But don't worry, because wherever you're going, or like wherever I feel like a trajectory, I don't know why, like a propulsion, like something like something very quick, like a boomerang type vibe, like like a slingshot. Like you don't understand that the path that you were on, I feel like it was full of mud and fog and like all this like stopping energy, and the path that you're gonna go on is gonna be so fast and like quick moving, and you're just gonna you're gonna wonder why you even tried to go the other way. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's spirit. This card came out for someone else this week too, so I just don't remember the sign. But yeah, spirit has a plan for you, Aquarius, and you don't have to worry. I think you just have to go with the flow. Like if something's not working in this way, then go the other way. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like you have a very good intuitive ability to understand what I'm saying, and to understand like when you have that feeling like, okay, maybe I'm just not meant to go this way at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's pull some cards, Aquarius. in this, there's a lot of cards out here because I feel like someone is going down a path, right? It's like the meditative session where someone has two choices, someone has two roads to go down, and they can choose one way or the other. And I feel like they chose their way. Like they made their decision. This masculine energy chose their path. And I feel like that each path has like a person in it, to be honest. I feel like we have the Queen of Coins here and we have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this masculine energy kind of had a path, a choice between two people, a pathway between two, and they decided to choose, I feel like, the Queen of Wands. Like, I feel like this is them not choosing the Pentacle energy, choosing this Wands energy, trying to start something new. That's what I'm getting with this. Like, I want to start a new relationship. I want a new person. I'm done with this Queen of Pentacles. That's like that's what I'm getting with this Aquarius energy. But what I'm getting with this choice is that it's not necessarily the right one. And why do I get that? Because you have the High Priestess in this choice. So you had this choice between two lovers. You have the Two of Cups here. And you have the High Priestess in reverse. So what I'm getting with this reading is that you're not trying to be, this masculine energy is not trying to be someone in ego. This masculine energy is just trying to do what's best for them. But with the High Priestess in reverse, this shows a lack of trust, right? We have, Spirit has a plan, and then we have someone not trusting the plan. You know what I mean? This person, again, they think they're making the right decision by choosing this Queen of Wands, right? And they think that they're in their heart space. Like, they think, like, again, I feel like this masculine energy is kind of fooling themselves at this point, because it's like, I'm going to go down a new path with a new person, start a whole new life. And that's what I'm getting with this person. But what I'm getting with this choice is that with the High Priestess in reverse, it just shows a lack of trust. It shows a lack of using intuition, a lack of everything, basically, right? Like, it's not that you're being grounded in making this decision. I feel like you're just reacting, right? So you're just reacting to the fact that you want something new in your life. You're just reacting to, I don't know what it is that you're like, no, I'm just going this direction and that's it. Right? And then that's what I'm saying when I got the meditative session. It was like someone has two paths, and one path is not necessarily working out. But I feel like whoever this masculine energy is going to go to the very end, to the full extent of this like endeavor, until they can't go anymore. And then they're gonna have to turn back. Like, I don't know who you are, Aquarius, but whatever you plan on doing on this path, it doesn't necessarily seem to work out. Like, I get that strongly. Like, it's not gonna necessarily work out the way that you want it to. So Aquarius, I feel like it's honestly very interesting to me. I've been interrupted maybe like 10 times during this read. Like, I've started this read over like maybe another 10 times. And I don't know why I'm using the number 10, again, an ending. So I feel like some part of this reading doesn't want to necessarily get out, right? Like some part, and I don't even think it's like somebody blocking you. It could be someone blocking you in your life. But I don't know why. Like, I've never been interrupted. I haven't been interrupted for reading this many times in a very long time. Like, this is the craziest thing I've ever had to deal with in a very long time, this reading. The energies around me are just like boom, 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 boom. Like, I cannot keep my head straight. I cannot like keep doing the reading. I have to start over. I've started over like literally like 8 times. And it's like I want to start over again, but I'm not going to, because I feel like the message has to get out there, and I don't know why. It's interesting because like yesterday I was supposed to do Aquarius, but I waited till today to do Aquarius. Again, like there's just a stalling to your reading. There's a stalling to this read. So I think that's what's going to happen for you, and I'm sorry, like that is the energy. I don't think it's necessarily forces against you. It's like you against yourself type vibe, but there are a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I've never had an energy like this. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily like people against you, or it's like just you against you, or that's how you feel. But what I'm getting with this read is like, it's like impossible to do. Like, that's what I'm getting. It's like impossible. Like, I just want to start over like again and again and again. Yeah. Anyway, Aquarius, I think that there's a lack of trust on your part. And that's why I feel like you chose this Queen of Wands. Not because you guys are like the best couple, not because you guys love each other so much. I think it's all kind of like you fooling yourself at this point. Because I see here that the real blockage here is that the path that's being offered to you over here, you don't want to take it. right? So I feel like, again, you're just kind of running away from something. You're just running in the wrong direction. And I feel like you're going 100%, like 100 miles per hour in the wrong direction. So what I'm getting with this read, Aquarius, is like you chose this Queen of Wands. You said, I'm choosing this path and that's it. You don't want to turn around. You don't want to look back. There's something about when you were with this other person that you don't necessarily like the way you felt. You don't necessarily like the way things ended. You don't necessarily like the energy that you were in when you were with this Queen of Pentacles. So I see you going in a new direction, but I see this new direction. It's again, you want it to be something new. You want it to be in love. But what I'm getting with this King of Cup in reverse is that what you're going to find out is like, I don't think you necessarily have the love for this person that you want to. Like, I see you setting out thinking that this is going to be like the best thing, and you're very I feel like a young energy, like I can love this person, I can go in this direction, this can work out for me. But what I'm getting with this is like, it doesn't necessarily end up the way you want it to end up with this person, right? Because you have the King of Cups in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse, I don't feel like like, again, I just don't feel like this is going to be the relationship you wanted it to be. And you're going to try 100%. That's what I'm trying to say. So I feel like this is for an Aquarius who is going to try as much as they can to keep going in the wrong direction. And if you feel like you're going, like if you feel like it just doesn't work out, you just don't have the same love for this person as you thought you would, you wanted a new love in your life, you wanted to choose new, and again, it's not going to work out. Like, I'm sorry, like it's not going to work out. Like, whatever this new endeavor is, you're going at it in this energy where you think that because you're going to be the one to put all the effort in, you're the one that wants this new love, you're the one that wants this new opportunity, you're thinking that this is going to work out because of all of your efforts. But what I'm getting with this is like, you chose this choice because maybe you were hurt, you know what I mean? And maybe you just didn't want to go and work. It seems like you just wanted to like not work out something, right? So you might have had an issue with this Queen sign, right? Like this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? And instead of like working it out, you ran away and you just ran in another direction. That's what it feels like. It's like someone's just like, you know what? I'm not going to work anything out with this person. I'm just going to run away and go in a new direction with a new person, and that's it. And that's what I feel like is going on here. So I don't feel like it's necessarily like the best energy to just run away from your problems and go like with a new person, right? Like, you can't necessarily run away from your problems. They're just going to follow you. And that's exactly what happens in this read. And that's why I feel like Spirit has a plan. It's like you're running it 100% in the wrong direction. Spirit is telling you like the reason it's not working out is because it's not supposed to work out. But you're like, no, I chose this path and I want this new love and I want this new experience and I'm going to make it work no matter what. It's not going to work out. That's literally what I'm getting with this. At the end of this read, I have the Seven of Wands in reverse, right? So this is someone who's like, this is like not really feeling the energy, like not necessarily participating in the energy that's being sent to you. So the energy, I feel like at the time, in the beginning of this read, was to maybe work something out, or to maybe go communicate with someone, or to maybe go like fix a problem that you had within before you ran in a direction, and you never did that. So I feel like it just ends up catching up to you at the end. With the Fool in reverse and Judgment in reverse, this ends up catching up to you. This energy of like you running away, you can't run away from shit at the end of the day, because all the problems that you have are still there, right? And like the love that you want with this person is not necessarily there either. So it's like everything that you thought you could create and you tried really hard to create something new, I feel like it was just all, you know, it was all out of a lack of like wanting to work things out with someone else, or wanting to, it's just like someone wanted to run away, you know, and they did. But now everything catches up to you, right? And you find out that the decision you made between these lovers has you actually feeling like this Four of Swords, like trapped. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually feel trapped. You're actually not you're going to figure out that you're not going the right way. So I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't think it's necessarily a battle between an earth sign and a fire sign. I don't think that's it. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sag. We're in an Aquarius read. So again, it's not necessarily the sign. It's more of the energy. You chose between two people, and I feel like you thought you chose the right thing by heading in a new direction and like leaving whatever was in the past. But what I'm getting with this is like the past is still here. The past is still here. The past is not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Because like you haven't dealt with those issues from that past relationship. So you just thought like if you would choose a new person, then all those problems would go away, and they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the problems are still there. Like I think you just like, this feels like someone who just like cut someone off was like, I'm gonna start a whole new life with someone else, and then everything comes crumbling down, and you're like, well, why did this happen? And it's because like you can't just like you can't just like leave someone here in the dust and assume that like everything is done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the energy between you and this person was still there. The pain between you and this person was still there. It's like you didn't necessarily heal what needed to be healed from that person. It doesn't necessarily mean that you were supposed to choose the Queen of Pentacles either. It just means that like whatever you were running away from is coming right back to you, right? Like you thought that by choosing a new person in this Queen of Wands, that those feelings of the past would never come back again. Like your new love could like erase all the pain that happened to you, and it's not working. So now you're just running even faster down that path. And what I think you need to be doing is like taking a look at like what happened in the past that's making you just run. You know what I mean? Like what happened in the past that's making you lack trust. What happened in the past that's just making you want to start like have a new love, but not necessarily be grounded in that love. Like it's like you're just choosing someone because they're not the other person. It's like, I'm just gonna choose you because you came up. And again, I get this convenience vibe, to be honest. And what I'm getting with this is that it's not gonna work out, right? Because it's like you played yourself at the end of the day, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with this Queen of Wands. I don't necessarily see anything wrong. I don't know what's wrong with either person, to be honest. I just see the fact that this masculine energy chose to run in an opposite direction, chose to collaborate with someone who they weren't necessarily, like they just ran away. Somebody just ran away. And now the collaboration that they put all their like investment in isn't necessarily working out. And the reason it's not working out is because it was never supposed to work out in the first place. Like you ran down a path just to hide from someone else, or just to hide your feelings, or just to hide your problems. And now all those problems and all those feelings come back around, and you're just like, well, what the hell? And it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. Like you can't just, it's like someone who jumps from relationship to relationship and then doesn't understand why the new relationship doesn't work out. It doesn't work out because you haven't done the healing from the first one in the first place. It doesn't, yeah, you see like my cat is going crazy. Like I don't know what's going on with this read, but I feel like you definitely need to put energy into yourself right now, into this masculine energy, because like you're running around wondering why this isn't working out now, but it's like because you can't just run away. Like that's what I'm getting. You can't just run away from something and not expect those feelings from the past to creep up, the problems from the past to creep up, the emotions from the past to creep up. Like it doesn't work like that. And I know that like seems harsh, but it just does not work like that. Like you have to do the healing. You have to do the work. Like you have unfinished business and it's coming right back around. So you can keep running in the wrong direction. Again, I have no problem with this Queen of Wands. I think I think maybe the Queen of Wands is getting played at the end of the day, because like you don't necessarily have that much love for this Queen of Wands. You just want to have love for her because that's the new person, but it's not necessarily because you love this person. It's because you want new love in your life. You want a new direction in your life. So you just like ran away with someone, but you don't necessarily you know what I mean? Like it's like you're using the Queen of Wands, to be honest. That's what I feel. It's like this masculine energy is using the Queen of Wands to have a new beginning, to have a new everything. So I feel like that's another victim that's gonna, this person's gonna end up a victim because it's like you don't necessarily have love for them. And maybe again, you'll end up playing yourself because you realize you don't have love for this person, but you've already, like you're making a commitment with someone that you don't necessarily have love for. You just so much want this new thing to work out. And it's like, again, it's a betrayal to everyone here. It's a betrayal to the Queen of Wands, which is a betrayal to the Queen of Pentacles, and it's a betrayal to yourself. So what I'm getting with this is like you're going to figure it all out. You're going to figure it out. But it's like at what point and at what cost. So that's what I'm getting. Like this is a long cycle. I think you have to, you're gonna realize that this doesn't work out with this Queen of Wands, and you're going to wonder why. And I think what you need to do is to stabilize yourself, right? Like to stabilize yourself in your own energy and to see why it was that you ran away in the wrong direction, or whatever it is that you have to take a look at, you have to take a look at. And I feel like someone kind of backtracking, like that's what you have to do. You have to backtrack because you can't just like, again, run in the wrong direction and think things are going to work out because you want it to work out. It doesn't work like that. Like, I know you want it to work out so badly with this new person. I get that. I get you want a new life, like a new life, a new love, a new everything. You just want to forget the past, but it's like, it doesn't necessarily work like that. I know that like sucks to hear, but it can't work like that. And I know you want it to work like that so badly, but it doesn't. I see you figuring it out though. Grounding yourself. And then taking a look at this past energy, right? With the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands. I think it's like you lying to yourself this entire time, you know, and thinking like the path you're, like, I feel like you know that deep down, like the path you're going down is just something you're forcing. You know, you're forcing it so hard. You're forcing the new love so hard. And you're putting all this pressure on this other person to be something that I don't even know if they need to be. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't feel right. And that's what I'm getting with this Nine of Wands. It's like everything just comes right back around. And once you realize that, and once you can like stabilize your energy and realize like the lesson that was in the past that you just kind of ran away from, then I feel like you head out finally in the right direction. Right? Then I feel like you can finally figure out, again, this takes like you having to just stop and stabilize for a second. Like stop and just take a look at your energy for just 1 second to see what it was that made all this happen in the first place. And with the child coming out underneath this card, I think that there's like a wound here from maybe your inner child, that's why you're fleeing, that's why you're running away. You know what I mean? This wound that you feel, maybe it was this Queen of Pentacles that she kind of like hurt you in some sort of way, and that childhood wound came out, and now that insecurity or whatever it was that hurt you just kind of festered, right? So then instead of staying in that energy or healing that energy, you just ran to be with someone else. And that's what I'm getting with this read. It's like you ran to be with someone else so that you could avoid the pain that you were feeling, but now everything just comes back around, and this isn't necessarily working out the way you thought it would. So now what? And that's what I'm getting with this Aquarius. It's like now is the time to ground yourself and to center yourself and to take a look at whatever that was that got hurt so that you can heal it. And then again, you can choose whatever you want. You can choose the Queen of Wands if you want. You can choose the Queen of Pentacles. You can choose an actual new love. But whatever it is that you choose, it's going to be in the right energy because you're not running away anymore. You're not fleeing from yourself. You're not fleeing from the energy. You're just trying to work through it. So you're going to look at this and say, like, it's all Spirit's fault and this is a shitty situation. And it is a shitty situation because we've all been here where we're just, like, reacting to energy, right? And just, like, choosing people who we don't necessarily really like have that love for, but we're like, well, we have the promise of love, so let's just go in that direction, right? And that's not necessarily what was right here, but that's what happened. Yeah, this is what I'm getting with this reading. It's like we have Joan of Arc in reverse. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. I feel like they're telling you to take the armor off, like to stop running away. Right? Like there's nothing left for you to like run away from. Right? You can't keep running away from yourself. You can't keep running away from your feelings. You can't keep running away from what it was that happened. And you have to just take off the armor. Like it's time to just, you know, the thing with this reading is that you think you did. You think that like by choosing the new love, you're being vulnerable and you're being open and you're being all these things. But what I'm getting with this is like you're not even in your own element yet. You know what I mean? Like you're not truly in your element. You're not truly being vulnerable. You're not truly being open. You're just, I get this running away energy. Like you're just running away from a problem, starting a new relationship, and then like everything comes back around and you're just like, why didn't this work out? And it's because again, like you just ran away. Like you just moved. And you didn't necessarily take the time to heal and ground yourself. And I think this is the biggest word for this reading, embodiment. With Yashi Zogyal, Lady of the Lotus Born, embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Yeah, it's like something about not being in your body. Like, again, like you're just, again, that's what I'm getting with this Page of Pentacles. Like this is the embodiment that you need. You know, like just taking a break and figuring out what it is that happened in the past that's having you run around and having you, you know, just crave someone new and not want to work anything out with the past person or not want to work anything out with the past pain. Like there's something here that's just making you run around, and you have to stop and you have to take the armor off and you have to take a look at it. You know what I mean? It says that Yaji is the call to remember the holiness of your flesh, the deep wisdom your body contains, and the temple you walk around in every day. That's exactly right. It's like you're leaving that energy behind of like who it is that you really are, right? Like there's something about the flesh, right? The body, right? Especially with these King of Coins in reverse, right? This is the most, I feel like if we're talking about the body, we're talking about the flesh, like the actual, you know, what's carrying our soul around is our body, right? The flesh. And that's what it seems it's like that's what you're leaving behind every single time. Like you're leaving it behind here, you're leaving it behind here. In pursuit of something that I feel like, again, it's like you're leaving behind some part of yourself and continuing on in this direction, but you left something behind. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting. Like you left something behind, and it was something within yourself. It's a part of yourself that you're leaving behind. You can't keep going without that part of yourself. It's like you cut off your arm, you left it in the back because the arm was doing you a disservice, but you can't continue without the arm. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how to explain this, Reed, but it's like you left something behind, some part of yourself, something like that you left behind that's a part of you, and then you're just running away, and you left it over here. So you're running away, and it's over here. So what you don't understand is like Spirit's gonna bring you right back here to go recollect that part that you're missing. And you just want to leave it behind. You're just like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna keep going. You have to go back and get this. So you can run as far as you want. Again, you can keep going and go and go and go for 100 years. Like, keep going, run. You're gonna have to come back and get this. In this lifetime, another lifetime. This is still here. It's just chilling here, waiting for you. And that's what I'm getting with Yaji Sogal, embodiment. It's like you left a part of yourself behind, and you don't want to go pick it up because again, it's like, again, it brings back memories, it brings back pain, it brings back hurt. But that is like the essence of you, that you need that part of you. Like you can't be truly in your body and leave that behind. So that's what I'm getting with this. It's a really hard read. I don't know if I even explained it properly because I got literally interrupted so many times. I feel like you're maybe interrupting yourself. Again, like that's what you're doing. It's like you're just running away, interruption from coming back here. So you have to come back. Like there's no way to get around this energy. That's what I'm getting with this. You have to go back. Like you see how the Knight of Swords is going backwards? Like that's exactly what has to happen here. And it might be hard to take a look at it. It's like you left something here and you have to go look at it and you don't want to. But all I see is like that's what's going to bring you back to yourself. Like that's what's going to bring you back to actually enjoying your life and actually back to, again, embodiment. Like you need that. I don't know how else to explain it, Aquarius. I hope that this helps though. I love you guys and I will see you next time. Bye.